sharing about what people with mental health issues can do. Please give a big warm welcome to Lakshmi.
Okay, that's perfect. Test. Okay. Okay. Hi. Good evening, all. Thank you for coming. My name is Lakshmi. Sorry if I'm not really fluent in English, and I'm a little bit nervous right now and need to cheat a bit because my memory is so bad because of my health issue. But I hope you can still understand my context and enjoy my presentation. Have you ever feel extremely happy, royal, really confident and feel that you can do anything? Or have you ever feel extremely sad, hopeless, worthless and feel that you want to die? Or even worse, you feel all those feelings changing between minutes? I experience all those feelings because I'm a survivor of bipolar disorder and borderline personality disorder. My life basically is a roller coaster ride. I experienced my first suicide attempt when I was 3 or 4 years old. It was all because I disappointed my mom back then when I went through TV commercial audition. I wanted to hit my body to the car that passed by. Luckily, my cousin saw me and pulled me back to the sidewalk. And when in junior high school, I did my first self-harm. I cut my arm. It was all because of peer pressure. My friends were rich and I wasn't. And I had a lack of confidence and I got depressed. I asked my parents to bring me to psychiatrist because I needed help. But unfortunately, I got misdiagnosed with schizophrenia. The doctor told my parents to stop me for going to school because I no longer able to follow routines. Thank God my parents didn't listen to the advice. You have to be precise and detailed when talking to the professionals to avoid misdiagnosis. I wasn't detailed and 100% honest with my doctor back then to talk about my feelings. My first spot on diagnosis was in 2006 when I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and borderline personality disorder. I was on and off meds and it was so chaotic. It was so hard to finish tasks from college, especially when you dislike the subject. I always wanted to be a medical doctor since 3rd grade on elementary school, and I worked so hard to achieve that goal. But when I was in senior high school, my parents forbid me to be a medical doctor because of money issues. We couldn't afford that. I went to the cheapest school back then, so I still can learn in college. I always depressed at the time, and I need someone to talk to. I just wanted to be heard. Once upon a time, I watched United Hatzalah of Israel's video. It's some kind of motorbike ambulance app. It's all free and run by volunteers. And I think that was some kind of aha moment for me. I thought that if I can't find someone to talk to when I got depressed and panic, I want to be that person to someone else. I will become that person. I want to make something like United Hatzalah, but for mental health emergency. So I made Ruang Singgah or Stopover Room community with my friends who have concern to mental health issue too. Ruang Singgah or Stopover Room is a community and we're working on it to be a foundation. Our events include education seminars, sport groups, trainings, educational presentations to colleges, schools, and health facilities. Our first feature is Friend Who Listens, and I'm one of them. Our duty is to listen to understand, and not to answer. And after that, we make resume and give it back to them so they can learn their problems well. And we also give natural recommendations. All of us are volunteers, and we also prepare like big database of professionals like psychiatrists, psychologists, counselors, mental health nurses, and other therapists, so that all people can easily find the professionals near them in all over Indonesia. And I want to ask again, have you ever heard of someone who thinks he or she is a god? or can see or hear something that other people can't. Mostly it's a delusion and hallucination. People with schizophrenia often experience those disorders. I want to introduce you with two of my friends, Mr. Nyoman and Mr. Lily. They both are schizophrenia survivors. And they used to have disorders and hospitalized, but after seeking for help, they are stable. They even get awards and recognitions from international organizations. Mr. Lily even went for fellowship in University of Melbourne. As for Mr. Nyoman, he works at Rumah Berdaya, a place for people with mental health condition to grow, learn, and live productive life. Mr. Lily made a book called Gelombang Lautan Jiwa and film based on the book called Split Mind. And once again, I want to ask, do you know that depression can cause physical sickness like migraines, stomachache, headache, and seizure, even seizure? It's called psychosomatic, a physical sickness caused by mental health condition. Or have you ever felt that you cannot finish projects that you've started because of the deep sadness? I want to introduce you to another survivors, my friends too, Mr. Regis and Miss Vindi. Mr. Regis is a survivor of double depression and used to have experienced a lot of physical sickness because of the depressions. Miss Vindi is a survivor of bipolar and borderline, same with me, and she had difficulties of completing projects that she has started. They went to professionals and stable now and live a fruitful life. Mr. Regis is a co-founder of Pijar Psikologi and he's one of the top 10 young leaders in Indonesia. While Vindi is a founder of Bipolar Care Indonesia and a visual artist. She made a lot of abstract paintings and drawings with markers, and they have helped a lot of people from their works. Now I want you to look at your right, left, front, and back. Everyone has their own problems, and maybe even mental health condition. You can help each other by listening well, listen to understand, and not to answer. Thank you.